How to get better at photography by learning from others. Hi, Rick here with the Answery bit from episode 183 of the Photography Explained podcast. How can you improve your photography skills? Well, one of the best ways is to learn from other photographers. Take a look at the work of photographers you admire. What is it about their photos that you like? How did they become so famous? And what about those iconic photos from history? What makes them stand out? As you begin to analyse and interpret other photographers' work, a new world of perspectives will open up for you. This process of self-discovery and understanding will transform the way you see and capture the world through your lens. And there is another photographer who can help you learn. You. Yes, that's you. You're the other photographer you can learn from. So in this episode, I share with you my personal journey of learning from other photographers. I introduce you to 10 photographers that I admire for various reasons, and most importantly, I'll guide you on how to learn from your own photos and hopefully help you go from capturing average photos to better photos, good photos to great photos. We need to aim high, don't we? Yes, we do, people. Yeah, this is stuff that you can do. It costs you nothing other than time and a bit of thought and brain power. Okay, I'm not going to go through the 10 photographers in this video, but what I am going to talk about is the learning from other photographers. There are loads of great photographers out there. There are also loads of average / mediocre / rubbish photos out there. On all the social media feeds, you've got endless feeds of, well, average photos, not great photos, and it's hard to find the great photos amongst all the noise. So to find the great photos, we need to spend a bit of time and thought on that. So I've told you the 10 photographers who I admire, have learned from. Some of them I've met. One was my mentor. And that's my list of 10 photographers. And my list is not going to be the same as your list. So check out my list, check out the podcast website, photographyexplainedpodcast.com, and you'll see the range of photographers that I put down there. And it surprised me, to be honest with you. It surprised me who those 10 were. I mean, one was blindingly obvious. That's my mentor, Bryn. Hi, Bryn. Hope you're well. But the others are people who I've appreciated over the years, and my list will grow and evolve over time, and yours will. But check out my list. I'm not saying you're going to like those 10 photographers. Of course you're not. But it gets you thinking. It's starting the process of finding the photographers that you resonate with, that you want to learn from, whose photos you like and appreciate. And I'm not just talking about the photos that these photographers create. I'm talking also about the advice and knowledge they share, the training they provide. Because I identify with a certain type of training and a certain type of video and certain photos. Of course I do. So those are things that work for me. So it's not just about, you're not just looking at photos, you're looking at what these photographers can give to you to help you to develop. And it's important that we do this, because if we don't do this, we stay in our own little bubble, our own little world, and we're not going to develop and grow, are we? Okay, another thing that I want to say in this video is, if you're up for it, get a critique of your work. When I had a critique of my work, the first time I had a critique, and yes, I was scared before I did it, and quite rightly too, because it turned out I wasn't as good as I thought I was. I was nowhere near as good as I thought I was. I thought I was a great photographer. I spent loads of time learning stuff. I bought loads of gear, spent a fortune on gear. I had everything I could ever possibly need. I took loads of photos, so I've got to be a great photographer, haven't I? No, I wasn't. I was average. My portfolio was poor. But it took somebody telling me that by looking at my portfolio. So if you're up for getting a critique, do it. But before you do that, you need a set of photos. I start off with sets of 12. I quite like that. 12 photos is enough for a critique. So get 12 photos, the 12 best photos that you've ever taken, and put them together. Make that your portfolio. And if you're not going to get a critique, you can still do this. And once you've got your best 12 photos, every time you go out to take a photo, try and take a better photo that's better than one of the photos in your portfolio and replace it. So that's your aim. Get the 12 best photos you've taken and try every time you go out and take a photo to take a better photo. This is a great way of evolving your photography, trying to constantly improve. I've been doing this for donkey's years, and no, I haven't replaced a photo in my portfolio for a little while, but this has spurred me on to go and do just that. So I'm going to stop talking there. That's plenty of stuff. So check out the podcast website, photographyexplainedpodcast.com, and check out the podcast at all good podcast providers. Feel free to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I try and get a video out once a day. Some are very short, some are a bit longer. You never know, do you? Leave a comment and I'll get back to you. Anybody who takes the time to leave a comment, I always get back to. And on the podcast website, you can find out ways to get in touch with me. So with that, I will say, thanks for watching. Take care. Stay safe. Cheers from me, Rick.